So, judging by this title of the video, you will probably know and kind of gather that this is gonna be like a bit of a ranty video and stuff. Uh, yeah, I hope that's okay. I hope you actually find some consolation in this if you are also struggling with music in some sort of way, whether that be getting a job, getting an internship, getting experience, getting a placement at a festival or something, or whatever, or getting your music out there or something. It doesn't matter what type of even music business, if you're trying to be a manager or something and it's hard, uh whatever type of job you're trying to get, as long as it's in the music industry, or even just creative in general, actually, because creative it's like creative shit is so hard to get into regardless. Music is just one of those things that is like hard to get into as well, you know. I hope this like gives you consolation, and it kind of like, you know, at least someone else is feeling the same feelings as you know? So yeah, that's what this video is going to be about. I noticed, because I was at work today and stuff, I was just like, so, as I was packing like books away and stuff at Waterstones, I was like so like frantic, and I was just like, you know, checking my emails every 5 seconds and kind of like just going crazy. Like not insane, but just like really anxious. And my coworker was like, dude, you need to calm down and you really do need to breathe and stuff. And like, I'm anxious, but today was like really like top of the top. And the thing is, I usually get anxious whenever I have coffee. I did not have a drop of coffee until I got home, until I filmed the other video that I posted hopefully previously before this. If you haven't watched it, go and watch it now, I dare you. Please do that, thank you. But yeah, so I haven't had a drop of coffee back then, like in the day, earlier, a few hours ago, and I was still just like this, and I was like, you know, because I think mentally I worked myself so like up about the future and about, you know, music and how I'm gonna pave my own way and stuff, and how it's all gonna fall into place and work out, to the point where like it was, yeah, it was on my mind the whole day. It was plaguing my mind the whole day. So the reason why I was looking, I'll give you a bit of backstory, by the way. So the reason why I was looking at my emails so much was, at the start of January, I sent like, in one night, it's not a lot, but it was one night. I think this is the only night that I've actively applied for internships and stuff, and just like maybe like trying to find some sort of job after my music course is over. So essentially, I'm doing the 1 year course for my at my music place. You can do a 1 year course, or you can do a 3 year course. I am open to doing 3 years, but I would kind of like to get into the industry 2 years ahead of my peers, because by the time that we get our degrees and all that yada yada yada, we're all going to be fishing around looking for stuff, and I'd rather kind of go my own way, have one kind of thing under my belt like that, and just build from there. I'd rather do that than 3 years. So that's my kind of plan, and I hope to stick to it. I think I probably will stick to it. So yeah, I was thinking, okay, I'm gonna finish this course by literally April, May this year, or June. I need to start looking for things, hopefully, that can take place, and, you know, I can, like, internship placements that I can get for the autumn. So even though like autumn's like 9-10 months away, I've been like this, like insane, like trying to drill stuff down and really get something that's cemented and that's like, you know, all good, so I can kind of get into the music space and network, because at the end of the day, it isn't what you know, it's who you know. And even though I do want to be a musician, and like I don't want to be the person behind the stage, I want to be on the stage and stuff, I'd rather get like accumulate people that can help me with my stuff eventually when it's my time to kind of be on the stage and stuff like that. So I sent like 20 different record labels like a CV and just like a little overview of where I am, where I want to be, you know, where I want to be at your company. It was constant, like I found like a list of music labels in London, and I was like do regardless of the genre, because I like all genres. I think I will fit in anywhere. And yeah, it doesn't matter to me as long as I'm like, you know, somewhere where music is the main thing. So out of all of those internship kind of applications and inquiries, no one has gotten back to me besides one person and stuff. And like even then, like I think we're having some communication issues because sometimes he was quite busy and sometimes I missed a few emails from him during his work hours because I was in like back-to-back lectures and stuff. So it was giving me a lot of anxiety. I was like, oh my god, I need to kind of keep this reply from him. I need to keep something. You know, I need to hold on to this because this is the only person that has like replied to me whatsoever. So I think that's why I was anxious today, because we were supposed to kind of like call today, but I think something kind of came up, which is okay and all of that. But still, it was kind of like, oh my god, this is like the one thread that I have. I'm like so desperate. Please, 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 like, you know, please don't go away. So yeah, as you could tell, I was like quite desperate and quite like, you know, trying to cling on to it for like dear life. So yeah, that's why I was like so anxious this whole day, and I was just like thinking and talking to my co-worker about it and talking through it and stuff like that. And I was just like, gosh, like I know that people said music and stuff like that is just so hard regardless of what you're trying to do, but like dang, it is insanely hard. It is crazily hard. Like, wow. And I haven't even started like properly making and kind of trying to curate my brand, curate everything else for me yet, you know. I know I don't need a record label or a publishing label for that stuff. I can be independent, and I do want to be independent for the most part. But like I haven't even started actually doing my end goal stuff. I'm just trying to like get in a place where like if I have to work, I want to work in the music space even if I'm not on the stage for now, you know. That's what I'm like. I until like my kind of passion, my true passion becomes like a full-time job, I'd rather have my full-time job just be like a music thing, you know. It's got to be something that I care about at least, you know. So that was kind of like my thing, and I was like, dang, I'm struggling to find an internship that I like would care about and stuff, let alone like imagine how hard it's gonna be to actually make my own stuff and carve my own like path and stuff. And I'm just like, wow, this is what people mean when they say that the music industry is hard in any sort of way. It's so like gatekept and it's just so like inaccessible in so many ways. And I know that I'm exaggerating because like, yeah, you applied to 20 places, no one but one person got back to you and stuff, and you're still talking to that person, thankfully. Please. So I haven't actually like seen the full extent of it, but this little taster has really like blown me away, and I'm like, whoa, this is, yeah, it's a lot. So yeah, I just thought I'd like rant about it. And like, yes, I know I'm very fortunate for someone at least getting back to me. I am very, very so fortunate for that, because you know, you can message 20 people. There are probably people that have messaged like, you know, 100 record labels in London, and they have not gotten a reply from one. So I am thankful that I did get someone that is interested for the most part. And my experience isn't that bad as others, but just this one little taste has really, really thrown me for a loop. And I'm just like, wow, this is gonna take a lot more kind of persisting and nagging than I thought. I'm not gonna lie, it's gonna take a lot more than that. So yeah, no matter how big or small or kind of annoying or extreme or kind of small, oh, someone's crashing plates outside of my room. No matter how big or small or whatever your situation is, if you have literally applied to like 50 labels every day, everywhere, and you've not gotten a reply, or like people just keep rejecting you and saying you're not good enough, or saying that you're not whatever, you're not ready, you're not you know, like, we're here with you, you're not alone. Please know you're not alone. And I am praying and I'm hoping that it does get better for you and me and stuff. Yeah, it's so hard. I think the worst thing is sometimes no one really talks about like the kind of failures and the rejections that people get in the music industry at times. We just like put like a bit of a kind of emphasis on, oh, I tried it a million times and the one time they're gonna show the one time they won, not them like, you know, 999,000 whatever. I don't know. I'm like, yeah, I'm not gonna do maths right now. The 99% of the stuff that they lost, you know, like the 99%, like the rest of the rejections and the, you know, referrals and blah 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 blah, whatever. So I know that I kind of feel at times like, dang, everyone's getting all these internships, people are getting placements, people are working here, there, da 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 da. People are releasing EPs, mixtapes, da 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 da. But I feel like I'm the only person in this industry who's not getting anything. The truth is, a lot of people aren't getting their way, clearly. I've come to realize this. People aren't getting their way. That, like, at least to the extent that, you know, like, oh my god, think. So people aren't getting their way, and like, it's just that people don't really show or say anything, you know. They just keep striving for that one yes, or that one win, or that one, you know, opportunity. So it's just like a consolation. It's just like a little rant. Like, if you feel this way as well, you are very much not alone. And like, in fact, I'm hoping that this is, I feel like personally, this has given me a lot more fire under my belly, because I've realized I have to be so annoying. I have to be annoying. I have to be unbearable. I have to be persistent. I have to be like crazy, to the point like, yeah, you're gonna really claw your way through this, you know, just claw your way through this and just be so thing. And I think the whole like music industry type of, my view on it is changing. Like I think like now I can't believe I'm having this whole epiphany after like applying to 20 things and like having an up and down type of like thing, you know, with like one, like, I'm sorry, but you know, hey, I'm speaking and I don't care. I have to be a lot more kind of just persistent and so annoying and just like crazy and so driven and stuff. And like, yes, I already am quite driven and stuff like that, but it's gonna take a whole nother level. And my perspective on the music industry now, I feel like I sound so profound, shut up. But I'm not viewing it as like a thing that's happening to me, like this big titan that I'm just like at its mercy, and like there's nothing I can do, and you know, it's the sea and I'm just like a little shrimp in it. I'm seeing it as like this kind of game where you level up constantly, you know, like a Mario game or like a Zelda game. I love Zelda so much. So yeah. I like to say I was a fan before the Switch, before Breath of the Wild and Tears of the Kingdom. I'm a Majora's Mask girl, get it right? But anyways, I'm seeing it more as a game now and stuff, trying to tick objectives off and, you know, level up and do whatever I can and all of that. I'm viewing it as like a game now, and like I'm looking at it very much objectively. I'm trying to put less of my feelings into it and see it as, okay, move on, next thing, what's the next thing, and take less of my feelings out. And what I'm trying to do is, here's my music, here is the music industry. Right now, there's feelings in both, I would probably say, but I need to take a lot of these feelings, a lot of this anxiety, and a lot of like this uncertainty and just like whatever type of trash I'm feeling. I need to take that out from music industry part, because that does not define me. I feel like my music defines me better than that, and then I need to dump that all into my music, and I'll get so much more better material. So you kind of need to see it like that, you know. And like, I don't know what to say, because I feel like there is someone out there who has applied to literally 500 things. They have been persistent, they have been needy, they have been greedy, they have been obsessed, they have been clawing their way, and it's still not working for some reason yet. I don't know what to say. I am not in that position just yet, knock on wood. I don't want to be in that position, but I am like so sorry, but you are not, you know, the only one. Yeah, there are so many people, and I don't know if you'll find consolation in that. Some people do, some people don't, but yeah, yeah, it's a thing, and we can get through it, hopefully. And if it's not meant to be, it's not meant to be. But if it is meant to be, then that should be, girl. So yeah, that was like my rant about it. I don't really know who this is gonna help. I hope it helps at least some person. I mean, it helped myself. That's all I need to know. I needed to like dump my kind of thoughts and opinions somewhere, but what I'm really trying to do is look at this stuff objectively now, and just see my career in general, even beyond music, as literally just a game, trying to claw my way up to the top and stuff, and like not stopping. And one of my like inspirations, even though she's so like she's a controversial person to be inspired by, but Courtney Love, basically, the lead singer. Oh, I'm sitting on the wire again. If you watch my last video, you'll understand. There's like a cable, like extension cable next to my bed, because like my plug socket is there and then my bed is here, so it's a bit far to my phone. And yeah, I was sitting on the wire and it's feeling really uncomfortable, and I'm like trying to sit on the floor and it feels uncomfortable too. Let me get a pillow real quick. Anyways, but essentially one of my inspirations is Courtney Love. She is one of my biggest inspirations, to the point where I got a tattoo of the band logo a few weeks ago abroad on holiday to Romania, because I was just like so like obsessed with her. And I love her music, but what also sells it for me is her like I don't give a fuck attitude, and like her drive. Because a lot of people say that she relied on Kurt for a lot of things, and you know, Kurt was like her lifeline when it came to music. And like whilst Kurt probably was her inspiration at times, she was starting her music career without him. Like she started her music career and she didn't even like know who he was at the time, you know. Like apparently she sent kind of like, she put like an ad in somewhere saying like, oh, I want to start a band and stuff like that. She even hand wrote like for, I think, one of her first albums, I think Pretty on the Inside, or either Pretty on the Inside or Live Through This. She sent a letter to like a sound engineer or like a music engineer, like a recording artist, like a handwritten letter, so to ask if he could help record what she wanted. And this is way before she met Kurt, girl. I am a firm believer Courtney did that shit on her own. She probably maybe wrote songs of Kurt, but she was always in the room and she was probably always writing them lyrics, and Kurt was just contributing and bouncing the ideas off each other, you know? She is so much of a respectable artist on her own, and I hate how people literally just say, oh, she was writing off of Kurt's fame or writing off of Kurt's like songs. No. Okay, sorry. But yeah, like she got a lot of this stuff on her own, man. She is very much like self-made, in my opinion, and I really just respect her. Like she really just like, yeah, I want to start a band, who wants to join? She just threw it out there. She just threw it out there in the universe, and it came back. And then she threw that letter out to the universe, well, to someone specifically, but she threw that letter out to the universe and it came back, you know? And look, you know, she's gone so far, and I just think she's like not afraid of, I think obviously you can tell she's a very sensitive person with her lyrics and with her artistry. Oh, so amazing. I can't speak more highly of her. She's so cool. But she throws things out there and they did come back, because if you don't ask, you don't get, you know? And if you do ask and you don't get, you know, you gotta keep like going and stuff. You definitely do have to keep going. And she just, like, you know, she doesn't give two thoughts or like gives herself self-doubt when it comes to music. She just does. She just creates. She just is. She just kind of gets to where she wants to go eventually, just by asking and, you know, working and just throwing things out there and just kind of moving along and not thinking about what people think, and, you know, getting up. She's got like some of the thickest like skin I have seen, honestly. Like, her resilience and, like, you know, her work, like, that, I mean, that's why I got it tattooed, because like every time I have self-doubt and I'm like, oh my gosh, this internship, that beat sounds trash, this thing sounds bad, my voice sounds bad, I'm never gonna make it, I kind of like remember, I can't, like, this is like a type of thing to keep going and keep, you know, moving on and keep working on it, and like literally do not give a fuck, like how she doesn't give a fuck, you know. She probably does definitely give a fuck and like gets upset and whatever, like any human does, but she just didn't let it stop her, you know. And like at the end of the day, if this whole music thing is not meant to be, then it's not meant to be. Hey, I'll still be happy with this tap, but, and I'll still be happy that I gave it a go. But yeah, I think that's like the reason why I got it, because I was like, I need something more than just a self-help book, or I need something more than just like a nice little quote like written in my little notebook or something. I needed it on me permanently until I like die. So that this is like my appreciation for the band, and also like my kind of like promise to myself to keep going and like have this attitude that the whole her band had, and that Courtney had, and Melissa, the bassist, oh my god, best bassist ever, love her, I'm obsessed with all of them. But just like keep going and just be and just do and just try and stuff. Yeah, genuinely, it was very much a promise to myself through and through, and like and even if it doesn't translate to music one day, I can just translate it to life, you know. So yeah, it's very much like a promise. So yeah, I'm not saying you have to be as extreme as me and get a tat, but I was like, you know what, I gotta do it. I like make some sort of promise, or like kind of oath, or what, I hate that word, to yourself. Keep just like, you just, I just need to be batshit crazy and just like not care and just like do it basically. Yeah, I don't know, this is like a whole rant. I don't know if it's gonna help people, but I'm not trying to like be a self-help thing, or like be a guide, or kind of get someone to answer my questions. I don't want you to answer my questions. Please don't answer my questions. I can't be asked for that. Shut up. Thank you. But I just like, if imagine this is like a talk with a friend, you know, just talking aimlessly about stuff without any specific goal or any specific like thing. If you just needed to hear a ramble and to kind of hear the similar, like a similar situation to you, then this is what it is. I do not have answers. I do not want answers. Yeah, basically. But anyways, I'm gonna leave it at that. It's like almost 24 minutes. So yeah, keep going, and yeah, bye bye.